I let out a small smile when she finally let me go. I probably looked constipated in front of her right now. At hindi ko rin alam sa sarili ko kung bakit hindi ko siya kayang mabigyan ng totoong ngiti ngayon. I mean, I don't know really. I know I am being unfair to her, but I am only telling the truth. How are you? It's been years, Trina, she asked softly. May maliit itong ngiti sa labi, ngunit maya-maya ay bigla itong nawala. She frowned at me. Why did you change your last name, Brina? You changed it into Yaya Dilia's last name. Silvio ha? Ganon na ba yun? Kinakahiya mo talaga ang apelyido natin. Napakunot ang noo ko, at hindi maiwasang mamangha sa sinasabi niya. I am sarcastically amazed of her words right now. Well, who wouldn't? Nagpunta lang ba siya dito para punahin yan? You know why, Beatrice? I don't have to explain myself. And no, hindi ko kinakahiya ang apelyido nyo, because in the first place, ako ang kinakahiya ni na mommy at daddy. I said nonchalantly. Beatrice eyed widened a bit, before shaking her head like she was disappointed at me. I sighed. Who cares if she's disappointed right now or what? I've been living with disappointment my whole life, nothing's new. You really changed. You changed into a bad. Wala ka ng pagmamahal kina mommy at daddy. You don't even care for our family. All you think about is yourself. She spat out angrily. It took me seconds to process her words inside my head. Really, siya pa ang nagsasalita niyan ngayon. I know that she witnessed how our own parents disregard me like a total trash, and now. Seriously, I can't believe it. Buong akala ko ay maiintindihan niya ako, dahil isa siya sa mga nakakita, kung paano ako tretuhin ng pamilya namin, tapos ngayon. I didn't change, Beatrice. I just upgraded. And please, if you're just here to talk about your family, then it's better that you should just live. Wasn't able to finish my words, when she slapped me. Tumabingi ang mukha ko sa gilid, at halos matulos ako sa kinatatayuan dahil sa bigla. Did she just? Marahas ko siyang nilingon. What is your problem, Beatrice? Wala kang kwenta, she shouted dahilan para maaga namin ang atensyon ng ibang models, at staff na nasa backstage na rin. I scoffed. Is this really Beatrice? Because I swear to God, I'm not gonna forgive her for slapping me. Before I could even speak up, ay may tumawag sa pangalan niya. It was that man. Gayunpaman ay hindi ko pa rin iniiwas ang tingin ko sa kakambal ko, na ngayon ay nakatitig sa akin ng mariin. Her eyes speak so much loath and disgust, and everything that I refuse to name. What happened? Montesserio asked worriedly, holding Beatrice's arms like he was calming him down. I didn't talk, kahit naramdam ko ang titig nito sa akin. Really now? Hinihintay kong magsalita si Beatrice to confirm something. Let's see how true what Raf really said about her, having some bad vibes. Conrad, let's go home, nanginginig nitong sabi, na para bang ako pa yung sumampal sa kanya. She was even holding her right cheek for God's sake. Is it just me or Beatrice turns into an actress? What happened, Brina? His voice were soft, but I refused to look at him. I was just glaring at Beatrice the whole time. How dare she? What are you doing? Malakas na sigaw ulit ni Beatrice nang bumitaw si Conrad sa kanya, at lumapit sa akin. I was too focused on glaring at Beatrice, na hindi ni na halos naramdamang nakalapit na pala ang lalaki. Hindi ako nakaangal nang bigla nitong sipuhin ang mukha ko. He caressed the left side of my cheeks, where I was slapped with his thumb. It was so soft and gentle, na kung ginawa pa lamang ito noon ni Conrad sa dating Brina, ay baka tuluyan na naman akong nagpakatanga. This is red love, what happened? I gulped before glaring at him. I swat his hands on my face harshly at umatras. I heard him let out a loud sigh. Conrad, she slapped me first. Masakit din ang pisngi ko. Beatrice shouted angrily. I clenched my jaw before looking at the two. What do you call these two again? Don't come near me again, Mr. and Mrs. Montesserio. I hope to never see your faces ever again, malamig kong saad bago sila tuluyan tinalikuran, at pumasok sa loob ng dressing room. Indira was already changed, kaya nagbihis na rin ako. The fashion show won't end like this. We'll be having a after party so we'll get to know of the possible investors and customers for our brands. I just wore a vintage burgundy spaghetti strap dress, with a high slit. My right leg is completely on the show, and I'm loving of how the dress hugs my body. Sobrang kapit kaya nahulma ang katawan ko. I smirked, while looking at my own reflection on the full-length mirror. After giving birth to Indira, I never thought that my body will turn out like this. I mean, medyo lumaki ang baywang ko, maging ang aking puwet, and of course, hindi rin papahuli ang aking ano. It was even bigger, lalo na't paminsan-minsan, kapag tinutupak si Indira ay bigla-bigla na lang humahawak sa akin. I just get used to it. She always find comfort with my ano. When I was done, Indira was already sleeping on Raf's arms. Mia took care of Indira, at sinabing mauuna na lang daw siya sa kondo. Hindi sana ako papayag, dahil okay lang naman sa akin na silang dalawa na ni Raf ang may one rito, but she insisted, kaya wala na akong nagawa pa. Pagkaalis ni Mia at Indira, ay kaagad na kaming nagtungo sa event hall. I was holding Raf's arm the whole time, we were talking to some people. They were pretty interested with our designs, and they promised to call us if ever. Nang makaramdam ng pagkagutom, ay humiwalay na muna ako kay Raf. There are foods where we can choose freely. All of them were delicious, pero unti lang siguro ang kakainin ko ngayon. Brina, halos mapaigtad ako nang may humawak sa aking braso. Napairap na lang ako nang makilala. Of course, no other than the gagawest of all the ogag. Bitaw. I raised my brow at him, pero imbes na sundin ako, ay hinapit pa nito ang baywang ko papalapit sa kanya. Mariin akong napapikit nang maramdaman ang ano niya sa aking tiyan. For God's sake. Para akong natuod ng haplosan nito ang likuran ko. His hands are almost too close to my butt. For God's sake. What is he doing? I'm not married to her, love, please. I just wanted to get married to you. Only you, Brina. You'll be my Mrs. Montessario and no one else. It's a nightmare marrying you, Montessario. Malakas akong napabuntong hininga, nang manumbalik na naman ang alaala ng huling sinabi ko kay Montessario, bago tuluyang umalis. I don't even know why am I bothered, or am I? Of course I am. Iniisip ko kasi kung anong nangyari, at hindi natuloy ang kasal nila ni Beatrice kung totoo man. Kaya nga ako lumayo, diba? Para may tuloy nila ang pagmamahalan nila. I gave way, not just for them. Pero pati na rin sa anak ko at sa sarili ko. Because I can't really imagine living a life with my child, na malapit lang ako sa kanila, na maraming posibilidad na magkita kami, because I know that I can't move on. And leaving the country was a big help for me. I didn't just move on, I became the person that I wanted to be from the start. But I don't know why there's still a part of me that's curious, kung ano ba talagang nangyari. Sure, I can always search that on the internet, because they're both a public figure too, pero hindi ako basta-basta maniniwala lang sa kung anong nakukuha sa internet. It might be true, or not, and you're the fool who believed the rumor. I sighed and shook my head. I shouldn't be thinking about this right now. I shouldn't be. It's not my priority and will never be. Mommy, are we going back to France na? Indy's lips pouted a bit. I am busy preparing myself for the meeting. Raf said na makikipag-meet daw kami ngayon sa isang investor. Nauna na siya sa lugar, kung saan gaganapin ang meeting, while I am still in the condo, dressing up. I smiled a little bit at Indira. I know how much she wanted to stay here. She became fond of the place, especially in Isla Azul Verde. She told me that she wanted to live there, because she wants to see the sea always, which I think is not possible, dahil alam naman niyang hindi talaga kami magtatagal dito. She knows our agenda of coming here, and if not for the fashion show, ay hindi talaga ako tatapak dito ulit. No, not yet baby. Your Uncle Raf said that we should stay here na muna for 1 week. He wanted to wander around pa. I shrugged. Raf said that he wanted to go to the island too, the Azula Verde. He saw our pictures from the island, and he concluded that it was a beautiful place, which is indeed true. I heard Indira's silent yes. She's really happy. But where are you going? Can I sama, mommy? I don't want to be left here with Tita Mia, cause she's boring, mommy. She doesn't want to talk too much. Mahina akong napabungisngis kay Indira. Wala naman dito si Mia. Bumisita ulit siya sa family niya. Ilang beses na rin itong inireklamo ni Indira sa akin. Mia doesn't want to talk too much, and Indira being Indira, of course she'll get bored in an instance. Pinagbihis ko na muna siya, at pagkatapos ay sabay na kaming lumabas ng kondo. Ang mga nakasabay pa namin sa elevator, ay talagang lumilingon sa anak ko. Who wouldn't, anyway? Ang arte ng poster eh. Naka-cross arms habang nasa braso nito ang Chanel niyang bag. It's her favorite one, yun ang napapansin ko, dahil ito ang palagi niyang banibitbit sa tuwing may lakad kami, at isinasama ko siya. Her beret looks so cute on her. Of course she was the one who styled her own dress today. Tinulungan ko lang siya sa pagbibihis, but she's the one who choose what to wear. Pagkalabas namin sa elevator, ay ganun pa rin ang eksena. Pinagtitinginan talaga kami partikular na si Indira, na parang naglalakad sa runway. She really loves attention, but then, she's not asking for it. The people just give it to her. I shrugged. We hailed a taxi and then get inside. Raf brought his car. Kamakailan lang ay bumili ito ng sasakyan na gagamitin niya rito. It's an SUV. Ani niya ay magagamit daw yun kapag naisipan na naming mag-road trip. Nang makarating kami sa isang sikat na Italian restaurant, ay kaagad na kaming pumasok. The staff brought us in a VIP room, dahil yun ang sinabi ni Raf sa akin. Ang cute po ng anak niyo Miss Silvio, nakangiting asal ng staff, bago kami tuluyang makapasok sa pribadong kwarto. Nginitian ko lang ito. Pero kaagad ding nawala yun, nang makita kung sino ang taong kaharap ngayon ni Raf. Seriously, this gay. Brina, he's our new investor. Nagtaas baba ang kilay nito sa akin, at iginiya ako sa upuan na katabi niya. I sighed bago napailing. Ramdam ko ang titig sa akin ng lalaki, pero hindi ko yun inalintana. Nang makaupo ako sa upuan, ay kaagad ko ring hinila papunta sa aking kandungan si Indira. Hindi naman ito nagreklamo, because I know that she always wanted to sit on my lap. You can put it here. Conrad softly said. Wala na akong nagawa pa, nang kunin nito ang bag naming dalawa ni Indira, at nilagay sa kanyang gilid, kung saan may bakanteng upuan. Indira right. He smiled sweetly at my daughter. I can see his eyes lighting up, while looking at Indira. You're so ugly mister. You can't invest on EAI, nalaglag ang pangako sa sinabi ng anak ko. Maski si Raf ay narinig ko ang papapakawalan nito ng isang hindi makapaniwalang singhap. I thought that Conrad would be angry, o madi-disappoint at minsalto siya, pero mas lalo akong nagulat nang malakas itong hamalakhak. I blinked multiple times, before looking at Indira who's now looking so insulted and annoyed. At itong batang to pa ang nainsulto. What? I sighed. Totoo namang pangit ang Conrad Montesserio na ito, pero hindi naman kailangang ipagduldulan ni Indira eh. Baby Indira, you should have not said that, mahinang saway ko. Kitang-kita ko ang paglambot ng mukha ni Indira, bago nito ibinaon ang mukha sa aking dibdib. Dahan-dahan pa nitong ipinasok ang kamay niya sa loob ng top ko, and of course, I know what's next. She's already massaging it, treating it like her own stress ball. You should have kept it our secret. I whispered to her ears, na sa tingin ko ay narinig ni Raf, dahil naramdaman ko ang mahinang pagkurot nito sa aking tagiliran. Tumatawa pa ring Anya, bago tumingin sa akin ng umiiling. I stopped myself from rolling my eyes at him. He's still an investor, though I don't know why he's here. Alam ko namang hindi niya linya ang ganitong klaseng business. She only got my eyes. The rest is yours, baby. Even the attitude. And for the second time, my jaw dropped. I was not in my right mind the whole time. Of course. Who would be, right? He just dropped that Indira's his daughter. His daughter, for God's sake. I won't accept it. I won't. He's just the sperm donor. He just helped on creating Indira, but she's not his daughter. Akin lang ang anak ko. Hindi ko pa rin makalimutan kung paano niya kami pinahamak noon ni Indira. He was the reason why I almost lost her. My daughter. Hinding-hindi ko makakalimutan yun. I will never forget how he told my family that I seduced him, that I told advantage of his weakness. Masyado siyang makapal para akuan si Indira. Comfort room lang muna ako. Mahinang saad ko na nagpahinto kina Raf. Indira looked at me too, and I know she sensed already na wala ako sa mood. Iniupo ko siya sa pwesto ko, bago tuluyang lumabas ng VIP room. Imbes na sa CR dumiretso, ay mas minabuti kong lumabas ng restaurant. Nasa may parking lot na ako, kung saan walang tao, nang biglang may humawak sa aking braso. Wala na akong sinayang na segundo pa, at kaagad na lumingon sa kanya. I know that he'll follow. I looked at him with nothing but hate in my eyes. What do you need? His eyes softened. Marahan nitong binitawan ang braso kong hawak niya. I'm sorry. It's way too late. I added coldly, because it is. Masyado nang late para mag-sorry siya, and I just don't forgive people that easily. I don't forget, and people that easily. I don't forget and forgive easily, because I know that I can move forward without needing any of those. Brina, he whispered so softly. Noon, buong akala ko ay hindi na niya kayang bigkasan ang pangalan ko, nang walang halong galit. That's what I thought. I didn't expect for him to talk to me like nothing happened. Like he didn't do any kasalanan to me years ago. Ano man Teserio, do you really think that Indira's your daughter? I asked before crossing my arms. I observed him closely. I know. I just know Brina. I know she's my daughter, and I understand if you don't want me to meet her. That's good, I nodded stiffly. Mas mabuting alam mo kung hanggang saan ka lang sa buhay namin. Indira doesn't need you. She's 5 now, turning 6, and I'm glad that she's not asking me anything that concerns about her sperm donor. That's the truth. I opened to Indira once. Kung bakit mukhang hindi naman siya naghahanap sa daddy niya, of if she wants to meet him ba. She only answered a simple no to me. Indira is very open. Hindi lang naman ako ang single mother sa mundo, and I know that she know that. It isn't strange to her that I am alone, raising her. It was like, it's just normal for her na walang daddy. My heart hurts sometimes at that thought, pero hindi ko siya mapipilit, kung siya mismo ay okay na sa kanyang walang nakikilalang ama. It wasn't really a big deal for her. I saw how pain crossed his face, but I just raised my brow. Pain. Walang-wala yan sa naranasan ko noon. And this pain won't hurt him. She's my daughter. Hindi, because as what I've said, you're just the sperm donor. Malaki ang tulong mo para mabuo si Indira sa sinapupunan ko, but that doesn't make you deserving as his father, so no, you're not his father, and you will never be. He gulped hardly before smiling faintly at me. Kitang-kita ko na ngayon kung gaano siya nasaktan sa sinabi ko. The side of his eyes can't hide the tears that is slowly forming in it. If you will insist it again, please no. Because I don't want anyone to know that you're the sperm donor, okay? Do not insist anymore. Indira doesn't need you. A person like you. I said with so much disgust. I scoffed when I saw how tears trickled down his cheeks. Marahan siyang tumawa at pinunasan ito. Ang sakit, Brina. But I know that I deserve this. Ang ogag ko kasi. Mabuti at alam mo man Teserio. Next time, know your place. And whatever is your reason why you decided to invest. I don't care anymore. It's your life. Mabuti nga yon nang may ambag ka namang tama sa buhay ko ngayon. Hindi kagaya noon na puro sama lang ng loob at depression. I raised my brow and rolling my eyes at him, before walking away. I sighed. This is what he deserves. Call me heartless, but people like him can't never have a place in my life again, ever. Ano ba kasing ginawa mo, at hindi na bumalik si Mr. Montesserio? Baka mag-back out yun. Nakangusong saad ni Raph. I rolled my eyes at him. He can back out for all I care, hindi siya kawalan. Hinaplos ko ang buhok ni Indira, na ngayon ay mahimbing na ang tulog, habang nakahiga ang ulo sa mga hita ko. Pagkarating pa lamang namin sa kondo, ay bagsak na ang bata. Mukhang pagod na pagod, matapos ng ginawa namin kanina sa mall. After I came back to the VIP room, ay lumabas na kaagad kami, at dumiretso na sa mall. We enjoyed ourselves there. Well, more like, si Indira lang dahil sa sobrang paglalaro nito. Kaya pagkarating namin ay bagsak kaagad. Hindi pa nga umabot sa kwarto eh. Wala na talagang feelings no. I smirked. None. Ito lang ang masisiguro ko. Wala na talaga akong nararamdaman kay Montesserio. I totally moved on. What do you think? I raised my brow at him. I can see that. Pero alam mo, naaawa ako sa kanya. Don't get me wrong It doesn't mean that I'm invalidating what you've experienced, just because I felt pity towards him. It's just that, hindi ko maiwasang maisip na baka biktima lang din siya ng maling akala. Alam mo yun, yung naniwala siya sa isang bagay na hindi naman totoo. Of course, naisip ko na rin yan. Pero kasi, kahit saang anggulo ko tingnan, kasalanan niya pa rin. He didn't trust me enough. He didn't listen to my explanation. He was listening only to himself. His ears were covered. At hindi ko nakasalanan pa yun. It was his decision to listen to my explanation, or just let it go, and he chose the latter. He can't blame anyone but him. And I can always deny him as Indira's father for all I want, he can't do anything with that. This is not a revenge, but a precautionary measure, in case if he chooses to believe lies again. I am just protecting Indira, and not me.